Class, we're going to pick up at 4M in our Module 4 of Excel unit. And we want to do some conditional formatting. And conditional formatting is super cool because it allows us to set up our formatting of our spreadsheet based on the values in the data. So let's see how this works. Let's start out with the range C12 through C22. C12 through C22. So this is our interest rate, and we want to do some conditional formatting with this. So let's point to highlight cells rules to display the submenu. So we're looking at conditional formatting. We're on our home tab. We see conditional formatting, and if we click on the drop down, we want to find highlight cells rules. So that's saying we want to make rules for the cells that are highlighted. Let's see what we want to do there. Click equal to. So we want to create a rule to be followed if the value within our cell is equal to a certain value. Now, what we want that to be equal to is our F4 rate. So if it's equal to that, equal $F$4, only want to look at that one. What do we want to do? Let's just say, it says, I really want us to change it. We'll click OK. So there's the one that is equal to that value. So we got that conditional formatting done. Now let's select cell F4 and let's type in 4.000 is our interest rate. And we can see it changed that formatting. So handy dandy, it is amazing. Let's return that to its original value. Control Z. And we should see our original entry have that conditional formatting applied. Now, with our mortgage payment calculator, our varying interest rate schedule, and our amortization schedule, all these different sections of the worksheet complete, you could generate some new loan information. Let's say you want to purchase land, change it from house here to land, and the price is going to be $125,000, and your down payment is going to be $30,000. You can see all of our values changed. Our rate is going to be 3.625. So now I could easily tell somebody how this loan is going to pay out. What their payments would be and all that kind of information. So great for us. Now I want to return everything to the original values. So I'm going to press Control Z. Control Z. It's not doing anything. Come on, Control Z. There we go. Change my price back, and then finally change back to house. Now the next section of your module talks about printing sections, and to be able to look at all of that information and gather everything that you need. And I think that will be good there. So let's take a look at protecting areas of our worksheet. This is section 6. And there will be a section for us to help us because we'd like to protect these areas that are calculated so that people don't accidentally type things in them and, kind of mess up the whole works. We want to only allow our user to update the cells that they really ought to be able to update. Let's select range D5 D7. These are updatable fields. And let's hold the control key down then, and let's select F4 and F5. Those are also updatable fields. Now let's right click on one of those selected items and choose Format Cells. We want to go to the Protection tab. And we want to uncheck Locked. Click OK. Now we can see that we have some special formatting here because these are unprotected. Nothing else is protected, but that's all right. Now let's click on the Protect Sheet button. It's going to be on our Review tab. So we're going to protect our sheet. And we want to verify that we have checked Protect Worksheet and Contents of Locked Cells checkbox right here. And then the top two items in the list, those are exactly what we want so that they can change that information. Now, what do those settings mean? They just mean that we're going to protect everything, but we're not going to, we're going to allow the user to select things anyways, and they'll be able to change data in the unlocked. Let's click OK. And let's save it. Now, once you've protected the worksheet, people will not be able to change the data in these areas that are protected, but you will be able to change the data in unprotected areas. You can make that really a nice working system. Now, sometimes you might have a worksheet down here, a whole sheet that you'd like to hide. You can do that if you like. You can right click and hide one. Or you could protect that sheet. Both actually. So you could protect it, hide it, and then you could unhide it when you came back in later. All right, that wraps us up pretty well for Unit 4. So good luck. I think you got this.